weekend. This week went by so fast. I feel like I just blinked my eyes and here we are at another Friday. This weekend, Rex is actually out of town and so my mom is here. I'm having a mom weekend, which I'm very excited about. Her and I are gonna go to the farmer's market. We're gonna go get our nails done and just have a little girly time until Rex gets home on Sunday. So I'm very excited about that, just to have some mama time. And I know Chapo is going to be excited to see his DD. I feel like my brain is kind of fried from a full day of work. I was doing inventory today, like for a lot of my day, so I feel like I was just crunching numbers, counting a lot. I need a little bit of time on the couch to like watch some TikTok and rot, but I'm gonna get a workout in too. And just like that, we're home. Let's go. Oh my God. Mom. Wait. Dee-Dee! Dee-Dee! Oh! Oh my goodness! Okay. Oh my goodness! Oh. Dee-Dee! Are you happy?
I'm so happy.
Okay, wow, Choppy. As it turned out, I didn't get too much screen time in because Chapo had a lot of energy. We've had a very busy week and there hasn't been much time for me to work out, which that's something that really takes a toll. I'm somebody who really likes to move my body like first thing in the morning. It just totally sets the tone for my day. Basically this entire year so far it's just been so go, go, go that that's definitely taken a back seat. So I'm going to reward myself this afternoon with a Friday evening workout and probably a sauna session. Honestly, I need it. So this is the first time this week I've gotten a workout in. So let's get into it. So I'm just getting started with like 20 minutes of incline cardio on the treadmill, and I recently started a new workout program this week. Two of my close friends, Mady and Cecily, they're twins. They just recently launched their app, which I'm so excited about. They're so knowledgeable. Mady does the training, Cecily handles the nutrition side, and like with their forces together, it's so good and I'm so proud of them. And it's just so cool to watch people that you love like follow their dreams, and for them to take off the way that they have is just very inspiring to me. Their company is called DuoFit. Basically, I just log into this app and I go in there and I can see my workout of the day, videos on how to do it if I don't know a move, and then comfort meals, quick and easy meals, high protein lunches, a section for snacks and sweet treats. It's such a good app. It's only like 30 bucks a month. There's so much information here and I just want to shout out my friends because I'm really proud of what they're doing. So I'm gonna do my incline walk. And today, up on the schedule, I'm gonna focus on an upper body day and then have tomorrow be my lower body day. I'm gonna go grab my iPad actually and catch up on some YouTube while I do my incline walk, because that always makes this walking on a treadmill thing a little less boring.
Clear the table, cut the grass, doing all I can of the necessary.
Change plans this morning. I am getting ready to go to the farmer's market with my mom to pick up our order for the week. I just ordered some eggs and some raw milk, and I really want to get a loaf of fresh sourdough. My sourdough starter I recently killed, so I haven't been able to make any sourdough, and I prefer to get it from the farmer's market because even like the Whole Foods sourdough still has like some funky ingredients in there. Clean girl. Oh, I'm so happy to be vlogging again. Honestly, it feels like such a breath of fresh air. Truth be told, you guys, I've been working from literally like 9:30 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. It's been a very big growth season. Luckily, we have an order packer starting on Monday, and I'm very excited about that because it allows me to get out of that order packing room and into areas of the business that really require my undivided attention. So that will be nice, and I'll get some of my life back. But it just feels so nice to be back vlogging. For as long as I can remember, like, I was the kid with a camera always making videos, recording literally everything. I like made a video one time on tie-dyeing shorts, and I still till this day have that video up on YouTube. That was my first YouTube video that I produced. I was teaching people how to tie-dye their shorts because I had a little short stint where I was like obsessed with creating Etsy shops, and I would like tie-dye things. I think it was called like the Movers and the Shakers Etsy shop. So funny. 15, 16, took a dramatic pause and then picked it back up, and then it was like a painting canvases kind of vibe. I've always just been selling stuff, you know? My point in telling you all of this is that I don't necessarily have any end goal with this YouTube channel, and I just feel like YouTube is the only platform that allows space to just document. There's a space and there's a community for everybody. I can fully be myself over here. It's so easy to find your people on this platform. I think way more than any other platform because you can show the most raw, unfiltered version of yourself, which I love. I'm just here to find my people and have these memories documented for myself, my future family, and it's really nice to look back on, you know, even just from the year that I've had this channel. It's just been very cool to see where we've come from in such a short amount of time. So I just am really grateful for every person that scrolls by this, even if you're a silent follower or my mom, who I know is watching this entire thing. I'm so grateful because this is such a cool space. Imagine explaining YouTube to a pilgrim, you know? I just really feel like this is my platform, this is my community. All right, so I'm gonna quit yapping about my love for YouTube. As someone who's chronically online, let me introduce you to my next product that I was influenced to buy from TikTok. I've never used this stuff before. This is the Day Styling Cream, brand new bottle. I've got to stop opening stuff with my teeth. But I'm gonna try and do like a slick back ponytail today. Interesting smell. I have plans to go to the farmer's market with my mom, and then afterwards, I'm gonna come back and get my workout in. I've seen the girlies like use a lot of this. That's not really my journey, but we'll see how it goes. With something like this, I don't really love to look like a grease ball, so I hope this is a more matte look. I've seen the girlies take a boar bristle and smooth this out. Oh yeah, wait, this stuff works. Yeah, I really like this a lot. Wow, this is taking me back to when I used to slick my hair. I was rocking a slick back in like the 4th grade. I used to go to the bathroom at my little Catholic school, and I would go in there and douse my hair in water because I wanted 0 flyaways. Literally flat against our head. And that's what this is giving. All right, just gonna do some dewy skin spritz. Got all my SPF on. Gonna grab my little sunnies. Let's go. Okay, I'm off to pick mom up. I have to say, having this office in our neighborhood is the biggest blessing. If you would have told me 5 years ago that I would have the people around me, the business that I get to build every single day. I live in Florida. There are palm trees everywhere. I have an office. I get to go to an office that I provide. Like, that's just crazy, crazy, crazy. I'm so grateful. There's not a day goes by where I'm not just in awe that this is my life. I am pulling into said office to pick up a few packages to drop off at FedEx and the Postal Service while we're on the way to the farmer's market. Okay, little update. I've been asleep basically all afternoon. Mom and I got pedicures. Having her here is so nice. I just love having like a little girls weekend with my mom. It's been so chill. We're cooking dinner tonight. I'm doing chicken thighs with Brussels sprouts and sauteed onions. It's gonna be so good. Trying a new recipe. I found a new girl on TikTok. I'll put her here on the screen, and I'm obsessed with her. She is a sourdough girly, more of like a slow living creator, and I just love her content. So I'm gonna try one of her recipes tonight. I've had this really bad habit lately of over buying groceries, and anytime I'm by myself, when Rex is out of town for work, I love to try new recipes and try to cook and just kind of like really lean into like the homebody era, which I love being at home, but he is so extroverted that we have to compromise sometimes, and sometimes we get to do what he wants to do, other times I get to do what I want to do. I just did a huge grocery store run. I don't know how I'm gonna fit all this stuff in the fridge, but let's unbox all the groceries together. First things first, if you haven't put this in your mouth, what are you doing? It is so good. I think I definitely tend to eat way more than the recommended serving size. The brand is called Honey Mamas, and if I could ever will a partnership into existence, it would be this one. I ran into my friend Kristen in the grocery store last weekend, and she told me about them, and she eats super clean, so I trust her judgment. Fire. Fire. I'm in my luteal phase right now. I'm craving all about things, but this is definitely still leaning more on the chocolate bar side, but like not as bad, you know? So good. Next up, if you know, you know. Every time I go to Whole Foods, I have to stop at the Olive Bar and re-up on my okra. It's so good. We got some of these yummy siete chips, Whole Foods salsa, pine nuts. So happy our Whole Foods started carrying this stuff. I really want to challenge myself this week to try and make my own version of this. Got some potatoes, chicken breast, siete chicken, fajita seasoning, enchiladas, sauce, and dill. I got some pumpkin seeds for a dish that I'm cooking later this week. These cutie little cucumbers. I love how small they are. They're gonna be perfect for the dip that I bought at the farmer's market this weekend. I got some fresh basil, some peppers. We're eating very clean, very colorful this week, which I love. Some Brussels sprouts. We got some goat cheese, enchilada sauce, onion, heavy cream. I'm new to the coffee world, all right, so cut me some slack. When people say they make their own coffee creamer, they put heavy whipping cream in their coffee. I didn't really know what to get, so I just grabbed that. Anyways, avocados, pure cranberry juice. I've been so bad about my water recently, and so I just need a drink that's gonna be easy to get down and hydrate me to the max. I found this recipe on TikTok that was basically like nature's Gatorade. It's like half a lime, some cranberry juice, coconut water, a pinch of salt. I think that's it. Maybe honey, I don't know. I'm gonna try it. It's supposed to be super yummy, very hydrating. I have got to get back on my water. My skin feels so dry. I've just been so busy, I haven't been drinking water. I'm making a recipe that calls for chicken thighs tonight. So for me and my mom, we're gonna have some chicken thighs for dinner. Got lemons and limes, said coconut water, some peeled shallots. I feel so adult using shallots when I cook. I don't even know what a shallot is. Oh my gosh, you guys. I bought a new camera today. I literally have been looking all over for the DJI Osmo Pocket before we go on our honeymoon. I've been watching so many YouTube videos on it, and I've read my reviews, I've done all of my research, and I finally decided to pull the trigger on it. So my stepdad Doug is in Tennessee. He was able to go pick one up for me today, thank goodness. He's gonna ship it to me, and it's gonna get here by Tuesday, and I am so excited to get my hands on it before Magic Nashville and our honeymoon. Next we have 6 ounces going in, 6.1 ounces. This recipe calls for just a splash of cranberry. Looks like a splash to me. And now we have to cut a lime. Just a pinch of salt. Oh my gosh, it actually does taste like Gatorade. Ooh. It's a little sour at the end. Oh, I like that. That's a good little summertime drink. Put some vodka in it too. So yummy. This actually tastes like Gatorade though. That's crazy. Why did we just not start with that? Why did we have to make something with a bunch of like red 40 in it? I'm gonna be drinking this all summer. Meg approved. Cheers. Oh, he loves to dance. Loves to dance. That was almost my finger. Tomorrow I'm going to go to church. I'm gonna get a workout in. The vlog. You don't see all these people in here. Looks like my timer's about to go off for the rice. I always soak my rice for 15 minutes. I'm kind of a psycho about it. But rice has like so much gunk and nasty stuff that they spray on it. So I just like to soak it in water and rinse it before I eat it. If you're not washing your rice, you're messing up. My chicken's also been marinating for 20 minutes, so we're about ready to start cooking. I just want to show you, I've been soaking my rice for right at 10 minutes. I just did a little stir. Look how cloudy the water is. Like, what? So I'm just gonna rinse it out until the water runs clear. And then I'm actually gonna cook this with some bone broth rather than water. Gotta dab my girl Martha up for some good luck. The latest addition to this household that was like a grown-up purchase that I didn't even know existed has been this stainless steel pan cover from Williams-Sonoma. It's got like mesh on the top and basically just like a guard, like a splash guard to make sure anything that you're cooking on really high heat, it's not gonna like pop all over the place. I had no idea that existed, and for a simple 60 bucks, my life has been forever changed. So I will link it. She's so helpful for those of us who cook on extremely high temperatures. I do kind of think showing raw chicken on the internet should be illegal, but this dinner is about to be so good. And now we need another one of these. That's this size, because this is like such a lifesaver. These are the Brussels, and then I use some goat cheese in there. So yummy, so hungry. Good morning, y'all. Happy Sunday. I am sitting in the church parking lot. This is my first time going to church by myself, and I don't know why I'm nervous. Why am I nervous? There's nothing to be nervous about. I'm so introverted by nature, and right now my comfort human is out of town, so I'm just kind of like, I guess I don't really know a ton of people here. The friend couple that we do know, I think they went to the 8 o'clock this morning. I'm not 100% sure. They might actually be in there and it'll all be good. But I know I spoke about it a little bit on the last vlog, but we started going to this church in Destin called Shoreline, and we absolutely love it. Rex is live streaming it from where he's at right now. We don't like to miss a Sunday. The message is so good. Anybody can come. It's such a good community. And I'm reminding myself of these things as I'm driving in with kind of like butterflies in my stomach because I'm nervous. I know my rational brain knows there's absolutely no reason to be nervous, but just the social anxiety part is so silly. You know, if you deal with social anxiety, like, you completely understand what I'm saying. I'm excited to hear the message this morning. Last Sunday they spoke about fasting. I personally never fasted anything in my life, so I'm excited to hear Pastor Eric speak more on that, because that is something that I don't know a ton about. I grew up Catholic, baptized, confirmed, all that. 12 years of Catholic schooling. I don't really resonate with the Catholic faith as much as I do non-denominational, doing my own private research, reading scripture by myself. That's something that I've really picked up very recently. I've gotten a lot closer with God, and I feel like my relationship with him is really just starting. You know, he's always known me. He knows all of us. That's what scripture says, but I feel like I've just now gotten to the point in life where I've been like seeking him out. And so it feels really good to have a church that is not like shoving it down your throat. They're not pushy. It's just like you're basically just hanging out, drinking your coffee, listening to a good word. And that's not to downplay it by any means. It's definitely an important message that we listen to every Sunday. It's just very different than the faith that I grew up in, which was very like traditional, standard Catholic. I brought our notebook. Rex and I take notes every Sunday on the service, and then we go have breakfast and like talk about what we learned and how it applies. I'm going to take notes for us. Normally he is in charge of the note taking. I'll hear a good word and I'll be like, write that down. Today it's on me. So I'm going to go in and get my seat, get my coffee. It's going to be all good. I don't know why I'm having to hype myself up for this, but here we are. I'm 30 and still so anxious. Feels like the first day of school. All right, I'll let you guys know how it goes. I will report back. Well, that was so good. Not me crying on the internet. That was really great and really powerful. I took so many notes, 3 pages of them. This series that we're doing is called Look What God Can Do. Making space for God, disciplines of addition and subtraction. Last weekend it was subtraction, taking away, because our church went into a 2-week-long fast. This weekend it was more focused on the disciplines of addition. Pastor Eric is honestly really funny. He's also my friend Michaela's dad, which I think is just so cool. Anyways, he said Parkinson's law, basically that states work expands to the allotted time that you allow it to. So If you say cleaning out my closet's gonna take me an hour and I'm gonna give it an hour, it's gonna take an hour. But if you give yourself all day to do it, it'll take all day. God will fill whatever space we make for him in our lives, and that was like the message. It was just so good. Good for Rex too. He texted me, he watched online. I wish he was here. I wish we were like able to debrief this in person. He'll be home tonight, so that's okay. What a day, you know? It's been a Sunday, to say the least. I think the last clip I filmed was, okay. This is gonna be my last straw. I think the last clip I left everyone with was me crying. We're back. Needless to say, I'm not gonna act like I'm not going through a lot right now, because I am. Sometimes you just need a good cry. But the message in church today really spoke to me. I don't know, I just feel like they always hit home. I went home and cooked breakfast. My mom was actually back at the house and she had cleaned our entire kitchen. I love when Dee Dee comes. She just makes life so much more organized and better. Now I'm going over to Lowe's to get a few things for the house. I just got to Lowe's. I come here in the spring and the summertime, and then I take a little bit of break in the fall and the winter because everything of course gets cold and dies. But I see they got their flowers out in the parking lot, and I'm really gonna try and have my wits about myself when I go in there, because I'm going in there with no list. I really want like a nice outdoor rug. I really want to have like a grilling summer. I wish Lowe's had more of like a home boutique-y section, but they don't. So let's go in there. Let's you and me agree to go in there and not overspend. I'm gonna give myself a budget of $100. I just need a few little nice things for the front porch and the backyard. Now, if I do find a good rug, it's probably gonna be over $100. But let me just go in. Let's see what I can find. Maybe some nice plants. We'll start there. I want y'all to be so proud of me, because I came out of Lowe's with 2 things. I bought some Swiffer pads per my mom's request and some skillet cleaner, and that's it. That's a beautiful thing. I spent, I think, 26 bucks. Great. I really wanted to buy like some little plants. I wanted to start like a little herb garden, but I just knew that's not my journey this summer. I can't tend to an herb garden. We've got a lot of travels coming up. We have our honeymoon in 2 weeks. That's crazy. That's not right, is it? 1, 2. Well, after this week's over with. We have our honeymoon in 3 weeks, technically. Rex's flight keeps getting delayed. Normally I'm like I'll get you from the airport no matter what kind of girly, but I did not sleep well last night, and I'm committed to getting a good night's sleep tonight, so he will be Ubering for sure. So I just came up to the office for a little bit to tidy up before the big week ahead. We have a new employee starting on Monday, and so I just want this office to feel super organized and put together as she comes in, because there's a lot to take in at once, and I just want to make sure she has a great first day. I did get a Zara shipment in right before I left, so I wanted to bring it up here and try it on with you guys. So I didn't order this. Oh, I think this is an Amazon package actually. Okay, cool, I'll get to that in a second. More importantly, my Zara package. Now, there were some really good things on Zara. I've been on the hunt for some good honeymoon pieces because we leave so soon. I haven't really placed like a big honeymoon order yet. I'm so behind on that. I just picked up a few things I thought would be perfect and just kind of easy, honeymoon and post-honeymoon. Look at these hair clips. These are launching this summer with Elko. I'm so excited. YouTube gets to know about it first because there's less of you guys over here, and I feel like it'll be just like our little fun secret. So cute. These kind of remind me of those little checkered gingham pattern shorts that I got from For Love and Lemons. I am obsessed with these. The zipper actually goes really, really far down, so I was able to get these over my hips, which was my worry. Love the top. This is a keep for me. Ooh, these are a little big. Yeah, they're kind of like a lot big actually. These are gonna have to be an exchange, I fear, but very, very cute. Love the little side detail. My office is a wreck right now, so we're just gonna have to pretend. But yeah, these are too big. I got these in a size 38, which is a US size 6. A little too big in the waist. They feel great everywhere else though. I wonder if I can get these taken in. These are just so cute. They're a little bit on the boho side, but I think the wider leg, not the bell bottom leg, just kind of make that okay, because boho is just not really my vibe, but with like the right pair of heels, hold on. I actually have some heels here. Let's do these. Wow, this is so fun. It's like we're in my little closet. These are just the highest heels that I have here right now. All right, let's just pretend. With wide leg and pointy toes, that's just the vibe. I actually love these. Maybe I don't need to return them. Very cute. These are a keep. Regardless, even if I exchange the size, I'm keeping. Now that everything worked so well with the other pairs of pants, I'm hopeful that these do too. Oh, it fits so beyond cute. We're keeping. I can already tell. These are so lightweight. These are gonna be great for South Africa. So cute. I'm just obsessed. I love the little belt that came with the pants. That never happens. I love how lightweight these are. These are like a little, I don't want to say satin, but same kind of vibes. And with this top, all right, I'm gonna set you guys right there. Oh, I forgot to show you my starfish belt. What? Hold on. 1 sec. Obviously, it's way too low. Just imagine it, you know, up here. It's hard to put this on when you have long nails, just FYI. But look at all the cute little details in the fish. I can't. I had to have this. This is so adorable. It was only like 30 bucks, I think. So cute. I love it. And that is all for the Zara haul. I can't actually believe everything fit. Normally I have 1 or 2 things that have to go back and tweak the sizing a little bit. I think the jeans were a little questionable, but I might be able to work with those. I definitely need to get them tailored because they are too long on me. But other than that, everything's great and I'm so happy. I haven't ordered from Zara in so long and I just feel like they just do summer right. Hi guys, what an incredible turn of events we've had. It is 10:30 p.m. and Rex just called me from the Atlanta airport. Basically all flights all day long have been super messed up. Luckily his parents live in Atlanta. There's super bad weather all over the country and so they kept delaying flights, kept pushing it and he's calling me with an update every 30 minutes being like, okay, I'm gonna get in at midnight. I'm probably not gonna get in until 2. And it's just like, okay, let's just try again tomorrow. That stinks because I was excited to see him tonight. I would much rather him get here at a regular hour and not have to fly through the night. But anyways, I'm going to take a little bit of extra time tonight and do a Luna Bronze before bed. For those of you who are not familiar with this company, Luna Bronze is my favorite non-toxic self-tanner. I have not used Luna Bronze in like 3 weeks, which is so unlike me. Normally I tan 1 to 2 times a week. So I've just been really lazy with my tan recently and I feel like an apparition at this point. My skin has not seen the sun in quite some time. I'm gonna fake it with this. I've been a loyal customer of this company for a very long time. I'm gonna just kind of walk you through what I can of my tan routine. You know, obviously I can't do it all on camera, but I'll just kind of walk you through, you know, what I love about this stuff. I made myself some bone broth tonight. Bone broth hot chocolate. I get it off Amazon. It's so good. It's 13 grams of protein. Remember like when we were kids, how we'd make hot chocolate packets on like a snow day? It tastes like that. Literally that, but better. This is how it comes out. I was looking for, first of all, a non-toxic self-tanner when I first started on my little crunchy journey. And I was trying to find one that had a green undertone, not an orange undertone, because my skin has a green undertone. Another great thing I love about this product is that it doesn't have this weird, funky spray tan smell. It smells like oranges instead. So that's really nice. And I like that it's not super sticky. I normally just do like 1 to 2 coats and I don't really deal with all the tanning problems that people have. I'm also kind of lazy with it. I will straight up tan in my Alco, which is probably not the best thing, but let's do this together. And I just go right over everything. Me tanning in a bracelet is just so on brand. They say, you know, you can put lotion on your knuckles to prevent creasing, but honestly, I just go over my knuckles and don't sweat the small stuff, you know what I mean? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of my tan and then I'll report back once I am bronzed. All right guys, I'm feeling pretty bronzed. Lastly, I don't normally remember to do this because by the time I'm done with my spray tan, I'm just ready to go to bed. I really wanted to make sure that I tan my face tonight. Alco has a bunch of photo shoots coming up this week, so that's why I'm trying to put my best foot forward and be as prepared as possible because we've got a really big week ahead. A side note, I know I told you I tan my hands, but I don't ever really go over my knuckles that much. I have seen Luna Bronze has this little buffer brush that I really want to get the next time I place an order because you can get in between all your little fingers and like cracks and crevices where self-tanner may settle overnight if you're sleeping in it. So I've got to add that to my wish list for Luna Bronze for my next order. This is the face tanning water that I use. It's not focusing. Influencer hand. I don't know if that worked, but it's called Illume. And the stuff is really lightweight, which is why I like it. So I just do a few was more than a few. And then I'm sure you're not supposed to mix this with your moisturizer, but once this dries, I'm gonna moisturize. You know, we live on a rock. It's not that serious. I'm sure it'll be all right. I think we're dry enough. I am using my deep nighttime moisturizer. I use the Richie Glow from Skindy RX. Shout out Elizabeth, your products are amazing. Just as amazing as you. And I'm sure you're going to croak when you see me mixing this with my Luna Bronze. Elizabeth is actually the owner of Skindy and she's the one who got me onto Luna Bronze. That is a complete Sunday night routine. I'm definitely gonna be sleeping in my bonnet tonight because Rex isn't home to complain about it or make fun of me. Really big week ahead. I'm so excited to share all of the things. I'm really excited for my hair appointment this week. I'm getting this toned down a little bit. I got a little bit brighter than we expected my hair would get because it never lifts. I just wanted to go a little bit darker, but I wanted the dimension. I just don't want it to be this bright. I've got a hair appointment coming up this week, a nail appointment. I've got a pack for Magic. One of our employees is in town. A lot going on. We have a new employee starting tomorrow, Jenna. She's coming on the team. She's gonna be an order packer for us. We've got so much. Thank you guys for watching this week's vlog. I hope you enjoyed it and I will see you in the next one.